Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of remarkable individuals, uncovering the intricacies of their character and the experiences that shaped them. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the life of Christopher Lee, a man whose distinctive voice, towering presence, and unforgettable performances have left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Born on May 27, 1922, in the opulent neighborhood of Belgravia, London, Christopher Lee's early life was marked by a unique blend of privilege and turmoil. His mother, Contessa Estelle Marie Carandini di Sarzano, was an Italian contessa from a noble family with roots dating back to the 16th century, while his father, Geoffrey Trollope Lee, was a colonel in the British Army, having served in World War I. This union of nobility and military discipline would later influence Christopher's own sense of dignity and bearing, as well as his deep respect for tradition and authority. As a young child, Christopher was exposed to the grandeur of European aristocracy, with summers spent at his family's ancestral home in Italy, surrounded by the remnants of a bygone era. The estate, with its labyrinthine corridors, ornate furnishings, and sprawling gardens, was a place where time stood still, where the air was thick with history, and where Christopher's imagination could run wild. He would often wander through the deserted halls, his footsteps echoing off the walls, as he conjured up tales of medieval knights, mythical creatures, and ancient civilizations. The historical context of Christopher's early years was one of great upheaval. The world was still reeling from the aftermath of World War I, with the Treaty of Versailles imposing harsh penalties on Germany, and the seeds of World War II were being sown. His father's military background and the family's connections to the British aristocracy meant that Christopher was constantly reminded of the gravity of global events. He would often listen intently as his parents discussed politics and current affairs, their conversations laced with concern and uncertainty. As a child, Christopher was a shy and introverted boy, often lost in the pages of fantasy novels and mythology. His mother, recognizing his love for storytelling, encouraged him to explore the world of theater and music. She arranged for him to take singing lessons with a renowned vocal coach, which would eventually become a hallmark of his acting career. The young Christopher's voice, though still unrefined, was already demonstrating the deep, resonant tones that would one day become synonymous with his iconic roles. Christopher's education began at Wellington College, a prestigious boarding school in Berkshire, where he struggled to find his place among his peers. Despite his difficulties, he discovered a passion for languages, becoming proficient in French, German, Italian, and Spanish. This linguistic aptitude would serve him well in his future career, allowing him to tackle a wide range of roles with ease. He was particularly drawn to the works of Shakespeare, which he devoured with relish, finding solace in the bard's words and characters. The outbreak of World War II had a profound impact on Christopher's life, as it did for so many young people at the time. In 1941, at the age of 19, he joined the British Home Guard, a precursor to his eventual enlistment in the Royal Air Force. This period marked a significant turning point in Christopher's life, as he began to transition from a sheltered childhood to a world of uncertainty and danger. He was stationed in various parts of the country, including the north of England, where he witnessed firsthand the devastation wrought by German bombing raids. The seeds of his future success were being sown in these formative years, as he navigated the complexities of his own identity and the tumultuous world around him. One particular anecdote from this period stands out, highlighting Christopher's early flair for drama and performance. During a school play, he was cast as the lead in a production of Hamlet. His portrayal of the prince was met with rave reviews from his teachers and peers, who were struck by his commanding stage presence and nuanced interpretation of the character. This experience would prove to be a defining moment in Christopher's life, cementing his passion for acting and setting him on a path that would lead him to become one of the most iconic actors of his generation. As Christopher Lee's acting career began to take shape, he found himself inexorably drawn to the world of horror cinema, a genre that would become synonymous with his name and forever alter the landscape of the film industry. The year 1957 marked a significant turning point in his journey, as he starred in the Hammer Films production of The Curse of Frankenstein, alongside the incomparable Peter Cushing, with whom he would develop a lasting professional and personal relationship that would span decades. This iconic film not only launched Lee's career, but also cemented his status as a master of the macabre, his towering presence and haunting eyes captivating audiences worldwide and leaving an indelible mark on the horror genre. The success of The Curse of Frankenstein led to a string of horror films that would solidify Lee's position as a leading figure in the genre. In 1958, he donned the cape of the infamous vampire Count in Hammer Films' production of Dracula, a role that earned him widespread acclaim and recognition. His performance was characterized by a sense of elegance and refinement, bringing a level of sophistication to the character that had not been seen before. As he delved deeper into the world of horror, Lee became known for his ability to convey a sense of depth and nuance, often bringing complexity to characters that might have otherwise been one-dimensional. His portrayal of the vampire Count was marked by a sense of charm and charisma, making the character both terrifying and mesmerizing. Throughout the 1960s, Lee continued to work with Hammer Films, appearing in a range of horror classics that would become staples of the genre. In 1959, he starred in The Mummy, a film that showcased his ability to convey a sense of tragedy and pathos. His performance as Kharis, the undead high priest, was marked by a sense of quiet intensity, bringing a level of depth to the character that added richness to the narrative. The following year, he appeared in The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, a film that allowed him to explore the complexities of human nature and the blurred lines between good and evil. His portrayal of Dr. Jekyll's darker half was both captivating and unsettling, adding a level of complexity to the character that has been rarely matched. Lee's collaborations with Peter Cushing during this period are particularly noteworthy, as the two actors developed a powerful on-screen chemistry that added depth and tension to their films. Their friendship extended beyond the screen, with the two men often socializing together and sharing a love of literature and music. They would frequently meet for dinner, discussing everything from Shakespearean sonnets to the latest developments in the world of horror cinema. This camaraderie translated onto the screen, where they appeared together in a range of films, including The Gorgon, 1964, and Dracula, Prince of Darkness, 1966. Their on-screen partnership was marked by a sense of trust and respect, allowing them to push each other to new heights and create some of the most iconic moments in horror cinema. In addition to his work in horror cinema, Lee also began to explore other genres, including historical drama and adventure films. In 1962, he appeared in The Devil's Agent, a Cold War-era spy thriller that showcased his range as an actor and allowed him to tap into the anxieties at the time. The film was marked by a sense of tension and paranoia, with Lee bringing a level of sophistication to the role of a suave and ruthless secret agent. 4 years later, he starred in Rasputin, the Mad Monk, a biographical drama that allowed him to explore the complexities of one of history's most infamous figures. His performance as the charismatic and mysterious Rasputin was both captivating and unsettling, bringing a level of depth to the character that has rarely been matched. As the years passed, Lee's reputation as a master of horror continued to grow, with his name becoming synonymous with the genre. In 1973, he appeared in The Wicker Man, a cult classic that has since become a staple of horror cinema. His performance as Lord Summerisle, the charismatic and unsettling leader of a pagan cult, is widely regarded as one of the greatest villains in horror movie history. The film's exploration of themes such as paganism, sacrifice, and the clash of cultures added depth and complexity to the narrative, with Lee's character at the center of the maelstrom. As he recalled, "I wanted to create a sense of unease, a feeling that something was not quite right. I think that's what makes the film so unsettling, even to this day." This commitment to his craft is evident in every aspect of his performance, from his nuanced dialogue delivery to his physical presence on screen. The making of The Wicker Man was marked by a sense of intensity and dedication, with Lee throwing himself into the role with characteristic enthusiasm. He spent hours researching the history of paganism and the folklore surrounding the island of Summerisle, immersing himself in the world of the film. This level of preparation paid off, as his performance brought a level of authenticity to the character that added depth and complexity to the narrative. The film's use of location shooting and naturalistic cinematography added to the sense of unease, creating a world that was both beautiful and terrifying. As Christopher Lee continued to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the film industry, he remained committed to his craft, always seeking out new challenges and opportunities to push himself as an actor. With a career spanning decades, he had established himself as a true legend of horror cinema, leaving an indelible mark on the genre that would be felt for generations to come. His collaborations with contemporaries like Peter Cushing and Vincent Price helped shape the genre, creating a sense of community and camaraderie that would inspire future generations of horror fans. As he looked back on his body of work, Lee could take pride in knowing that he had left an enduring legacy, one that would continue to captivate audiences for years to come. As Christopher Lee continued to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the film industry, he remained committed to his craft, always seeking out new challenges and opportunities to push himself as an actor. The 1990s and 2000s were a transformative period for Lee, marked by a wide range of film roles that showcased his versatility and depth as a performer. He appeared in cult classics like Gremlins 2: The New Batch, where he played the eccentric and sinister Dr. Space, Catheter, and The Stupids, a family comedy that allowed him to tap into his lighter side. His iconic voice also found new life in animated films like The Last Unicorn, where he brought gravity and nuance to the role of King Haggard, and video games such as the Lord of the Rings series, where he reprised his role as Saruman. One of Lee's most notable later works was his involvement in Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy, where he played the complex and nuanced role of Saruman. This experience brought him full circle, back to the world of J.R.R. Tolkien that had inspired him so many years before. As he reflected on this experience, he noted, "I felt a deep sense of satisfaction knowing that I was a part of something truly special, something that would be remembered for generations to come." The filming process was a grueling one, with Lee spending hours in the makeup chair each day to transform into the character. Despite the challenges, he threw himself into the role, drawing on his own experiences as an actor and his deep understanding of Tolkien's work. As Lee delved deeper into the world of Middle-earth, he found himself drawn to the complexities of Saruman's character. He saw parallels between the wizard's struggle with the temptation of power and his own experiences in the film industry, where the pressure to conform to certain roles or expectations could be overwhelming. This introspection allowed him to bring a level of depth and nuance to the character that was both captivating and haunting. The experience also sparked a renewed interest in Tolkien's work, and Lee spent hours poring over the books, seeking to understand the intricacies of the world and its characters. Throughout his long and distinguished career, Christopher Lee received numerous awards and recognitions for his contributions to the film industry. In 2001, he was awarded a BAFTA Fellowship, a prestigious honor that recognized his outstanding body of work. In 2009, he was knighted by Prince Charles for his services to drama and charity, a ceremony that left him visibly moved. As he accepted the honor, he spoke of the sense of pride and gratitude he felt, knowing that his work had made a lasting impact on the world. As the years went by, Lee's health began to decline, but his spirit remained unbroken. He continued to work, albeit at a slower pace, taking on roles that allowed him to explore new aspects of his craft. He remained involved in various charitable endeavors, using his platform to raise awareness and support for causes close to his heart. Despite the challenges he faced, Lee's passion for his work never wavered, and he continued to inspire those around him with his boundless energy and creativity. On June 7, 2015, Christopher Lee passed away at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. The news of his passing sent shockwaves through the film industry, with fans and colleagues alike paying tribute to his remarkable life and career. As the tributes poured in, it became clear that Lee's impact extended far beyond his own body of work, influencing a new generation of actors, filmmakers, and artists. Today, Christopher Lee is remembered as a true legend of horror cinema, a master of his craft who brought countless iconic characters to life on screen. His influence can be seen in many modern actors and filmmakers, including Tim Burton, Guillermo del Toro, and Johnny Depp. Del Toro, in particular, has often spoken of the debt he owes to Lee, citing him as a major inspiration for his own work. Through his work, he tapped into our deepest fears and anxieties, but also inspired us with his boundless energy and creativity. His commitment to his craft was unwavering, and his dedication to exploring the complexities of the human experience has left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. As we navigate our own paths, we would do well to remember the example set by Christopher Lee, who remained true to himself and his art even in the face of adversity. In conclusion, Christopher Lee's life was a rich tapestry of experience, marked by both triumph and tragedy. His legacy continues to inspire and captivate us, reminding us of the transformative power of cinema and the enduring impact of a life well lived. That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.